Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today, if you're new here, hi, my name is Abam and I do videos on life, arts, and aesthetics. So if you're interested with each one of those topics, then please consider to subscribe to the channel and also like this video so you can help this channel to grow even further. Alright, so as you can see by the title, today I'm gonna be sharing with you how I learned English, because I thought that maybe it would be fun if I just kind of share to you my strategy or how I learned English, because I didn't even take any course of learning English. It's just self-taught. So I thought that it would be fun if I just share it to you. So are you ready? Let's start. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to share with you is find your own motivation. And what do I mean by this is that I feel like everyone has different type of motivation. For instance, maybe you want to go to the country that the citizens primarily speak in English, so you have to learn English beforehand before go to the country. Or maybe you want to just watch TV series without having the subtitle on it, or I don't know, or maybe you want to learn English just for fun, just like me. And I feel like when you know your motivation, you know your own why, I feel like this really helps you to keep up with all of the all of the things that are happening in your life. Maybe you feel burnout in that day and you just kind of don't really want to learn English. And I feel like by having this motivation, it just kind of helps you to just keep going no matter what it is, or you just want to pursuing. You always keep going and just take that as your stepping stone, if you will. So if you don't have motivation, I just want to say maybe write it down on the paper, and then all of this would helps you to always continue learning, because this is your own goal, your own route, or if you will, so so it is it. The first tip is find your own motivation. Alright, so now the second tip is approach with different type of methods. So this is kind of the next step. Once you have this motivation, this is time for you to execute all of that, right? And also I do believe that everyone's method is really different. But it's here I'm going to just kind of give you a little bit of approach in learning language based on my research. So alright. So the first one is Benny Lewis. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. So Benny has different type of approach technique in learning a new language, and his method is called speak from day one. So Benny goes out there, doesn't speak the language at all, he just collects some words or phrases and goes among the people and the country where the language is spoken, and learning what he receives as a return. And so he collects more and more words, practice, makes millions of mistakes, and this is his approach of learning a language. Also, for the next one, we have Steve Kaufmann. So Steve's approach is slightly different with Benny. So instead of speak from day one, he would collect some inputs beforehand about the language that he's about to learn, or he doesn't go for speaking right away. So he listens more and read massively, or immersing herself in the language. And with this method, he's been able to learn a bunch of language himself. So the next one, we have Robin MacPherson. His method, I would say, it's kind of relatable with me. So it's called the dissection method. So basically what Robin does so he takes the recording on YouTube, for example, a short video with subtitles, and then he would dissect it into a little very part, chunk of phrases, and then he put it on memorized, and then keeps learning them over and over again. And with this method, he managed to speak very well with in a bunch of languages. So this is how he learns a language. So I suggested to you earlier that my method is kind of relates with Robin MacPherson, right? So when I want to learn a language, I'm gonna create some sort of immersion bubble. Probably you would wonder, Abraham, what is immersion bubble? So alright, immersion bubble is just kind of, for me personally, it's you just make your environment, that everything surrounds you in that target language that you want to learn in. Or maybe take an example in here, you want to maybe listen to their podcast, or maybe set your cell phone in the target language that you want to learn. Or maybe you want to journaling in the target language, or watch videos, content, everything like that, TV series in the language that you want to learn, as well as practice talk on the camera like this, hi, this, as well as read news on the article in the language that you want to learn. What do I mean by immersion bubble? Is that you just kind of shift everything in your day-to-day life into the language that you want to learn, because by doing this you would just kind of feel more connected with that language, so you just kind of feel like in the real situation, because you just surround yourself in the language that you want to learn. So the next step is make it habits or plan. So what do I mean by this? Once you create the immersion bubble, this is time for you to always doing that in the daily basis. But before I break down all of that, I just kind of give you some little bit of analogy, if you will. So let's say that you are now in the boxing ring, and then your opponent, your enemy, was the language that you want to learn. Alright, so in order for you to win, you have to keep up with all of the tons of strategy, right? So maybe you want to punch him on the face. This could be your target language, in turn could dodge, right? So your plan could be failed in this moment. So you have to keep up again with another strategy. So maybe you want to punch him on the hip, and then this could work, and also this couldn't. Yeah, what do I mean by this is that you have to always keep up with all of with tons of plan, with tons of habits in order for you to win in this tournament, in this boxing ring, So yeah, that's it. I would say that always have in a backpack full of plan to execute all of those tournaments, and then once you feel comfortable with that strategy, and then you find it really works, then just stick to it. And then the next step that I'm going to share with you is treat the language as a communication tool. So, alright, how do I say this? Alright, so back on high school, my mindset just kind of think that this language, it should be something that you just want to pursue in terms of academic, So once I have a test, on the following day, I was just kind of learning it beforehand, just so I can get a better score. So I'm not learning it as I feel like it's really helpful for me, but I just learning it just for just to fulfill my academic requirement, So this is what do I mean by treat the language as a communication tool, rather than something that you just kind of fulfill your academic requirements. So this mindset is always with me since I was in high school, and then I just kind of shift my mindset to right now in college, actually, to just kind of treat this English as a communication tool, rather than something that you want to pursue in the academic academic life. Because I feel if you just kind of think the English, and the language, you just kind of, tomorrow I have a test, so I have to learn, so in order for me to better scores, I have to learn it beforehand, the day before. This is just kind of set your mind on temporarily, just kind of not learning it on the long run, on the long-term goal, but just learning it just for temporarily, just so I can get a better score. So that's why that I just want to say that please just treat the language as something that you want to learn, because at the end of the day, you are learning a language you want to connect with people, right? That's why you really want to have a conversation with new people. So that's why I just want to say that please treat the language that you want to learn as a communication tool. Yeah. So now, and then the next tip is don't afraid to make a mistake. Alright, so what do I mean by this, right? I feel I learned so much by making a mistakes. Take an example in the word photograph. I have no idea how it's pronounced. I know how it's pronounced, but I just don't know which syllable should be stressed. And then for here, I just kind of say photograph, and then I just look up first, on the dictionary that I was wrong, and then I was Alright, I didn't know that. I have like no idea that this could be like something that people notice, you know? So that's why that I feel like I learned so much by making mistakes. And then
Alright everyone, just to pip in real quick, so in the word photograph, I have like no idea how it's pronounced, and I just said like photographer, and then it should be in a dictionary, it should be like photographer, so the second syllable it should be stressed. I know it's weird, but that's just how it pronounced, so just want to say that. Back to the actual video.
then also when I just kind of having a conversation with a friend of mine, we correcting each other because yeah, we are learning by making a mistake, you know. There's no way that you just kind of came up and then know like a lot of things. It's not like that. You just start from the very beginning, you're making a mistake, learning again, you know, practice. If you're just kind of scared of being judged by people, I feel like just throw that mindset away because everyone start on the same level, you know, like yeah, we are learning by making mistakes, okay? Please just don't be afraid to make mistakes. So yeah, that is it guys, all of the tips on how I learned English. But I just want to say that I don't consider myself as a fluent. You know, I do feel like I have a lot of things to work on, and yeah, I feel like I'm not fluent because, you know, I'm still learning a language. I feel like, you know, language is always like thriving, you know. It's just every day just keep up with every new word, new vocab. So that's why I'm consistently like learning. And even like right now, I'm just rehearsing my speaking skills by talking to the camera, talking to you right now on the other side of the screen. Hello there, alright? So yeah, this is what I just want to say. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. I know that this video maybe take really long. Please don't forget to like this video, okay? If you find it really helpful, give it a like, alright? So you can help me in growing this channel. And also yeah, if you find it really helpful, just share it, you know, this video, so a lot of your friends would know at least how to learn English, so we can better learn English together. So alright, I hope that all of the tips, you know, it's really beneficial for you. It would like help you to always get things done, to always like, you know, stay motivated in learning English, learn or whatever language that you are currently learning right now. Alright, so yeah, I would say thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.